Have you ever pictured a world where gold-plated supercars, billion-dollar palaces, and even floating castles in the sky are just everyday life? Well, buckle up, because in this video, we're pulling back the curtain on the ultra-exclusive world of the richest and most powerful Arab royals and business titans. From private jets literally lined with gold to secret mega estates bigger than entire cities, this isn't fantasy, it's reality for a select few. Who owns the priciest palace on the planet? Which prince controls an empire built on oil, art, and unimaginable influence? Get ready to dive into the hidden world of insane wealth, jaw-dropping luxury, and the staggering power behind the Arab world's most extravagant billionaires. Before we jump in, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the lives of the world's elite. Number 10. King Abdullah II of Jordan, the desert king without a drop of oil. He leads a nation with no oil riches, yet he lives with the quiet confidence of a king among kings. Step into the world of King Abdullah II bin al-Hussein, the ruler of Jordan, whose net worth may fall short of his Gulf neighbors, but whose lifestyle is still nothing short of remarkable. Sitting on a fortune of roughly $750 million, he isn't the type to show off. Instead, he builds a life defined by subtle power, understated luxury, and a legacy that speaks louder than any headline. At the heart of it all is Al Husseiniya Palace in Amman, a masterpiece that blends traditional Arab design with modern-day luxury. Valued at over $150 million, it's not just a residence, it's a national landmark. But the story doesn't end at the palace gates. The king also owns high-end estates in Malibu, as well as other premium properties across the US and the UK. Plus a private collection of rare motorcycles worth nearly $40 million. His garage, a car enthusiast's dream. More than 70 luxury vehicles, from timeless classics to cutting-edge supercars, each one reflecting his personal taste. And when he takes to the skies or the sea, he travels aboard his Gulfstream private jet, or the Aliyah, a luxury yacht valued at $85 million. Designed for a life lived in quiet, royal comfort. But what makes King Abdullah truly fascinating is the mystery that surrounds him. He doesn't chase the spotlight. He doesn't broadcast his wealth. He simply moves with the calm assurance of a man who doesn't need oil to prove his royalty. In a region where fortunes rise on black gold, he reminds the world that true kingship isn't about what flows beneath your feet. It's about the presence you command wherever you stand. Number 9. Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the golden legacy of Qatar's silent king. Step into the gleaming shadow of a man who once ruled one of the wealthiest nations on the planet, yet still lives like a legend carved in gold. Sheikh Hamad bin Khalifa Al Thani, the former emir of Qatar, may have handed the throne to the next generation, but don't be fooled. His lifestyle remains a monument to luxury on a scale few can imagine. With an estimated net worth of $1 billion, his world is built on prestige, gold, and a level of quiet extravagance that speaks for itself. At the center of it all stands his royal palace in Doha, a residence so magnificent it almost feels unreal. Worth more than $1 billion, it features 15 opulent suites, each shimmering with 24-karat gold, Carrara marble, and ceilings that look like they were lifted straight from a Renaissance masterpiece. And that's only one of his palaces. In 2019, he revealed a brand new coastal palace in Oman, a secluded oceanfront fortress designed for absolute privacy and impossible luxury. His car collection? A fantasy garage come to life. Lamborghini Aventadors, a Ferrari LaFerrari Aperta, even a Bugatti Chiron, all parked under lights trimmed in gold. But the extravagance doesn't stop on land. His yachts, plural, are literally coated in 24-karat gold, gliding across turquoise waters like floating temples reserved for royalty. And while today the world sees his son, Emir Tamim, leading Qatar, Sheikh Hamad remains the quiet mastermind behind the nation's ultra-wealthy future, the king behind the curtain, still pulling the golden strings. He doesn't chase the spotlight. When you live in palaces wrapped in gold and sail the seas in floating fortresses, the spotlight naturally finds you. Number 8. Mohammed Al-Abar, the billionaire architect who redesigned the sky. He may not come from royal blood, but his empire rises higher than most kingdoms ever dreamed. Mohammed Al-Abar, the visionary Emirati businessman behind the iconic Burj Khalifa, isn't just another billionaire. He's the man who reshaped the Middle East with ambition forged from steel, gold, and a skyward imagination. With a fortune of $1.9 billion, his legacy is literally written across the skyline. His ultimate masterpiece, the Burj Khalifa, isn't just the tallest building on Earth. It's a vertical palace of luxury, home to gilded suites, private spas, and bathrooms lined with 24-karat gold. Every inch of it feels like the future wrapped in elegance. But Al Bar didn't stop at touching the clouds. He created Rama Island, a $3.5 billion mega project floating off the coast of Abu Dhabi, a man-made paradise packed with more than 1,800 luxury homes, each valued at over $1 million. Built for people who don't believe in limits, it's a world where wealth meets imagination. And then there's Amar Properties, the real giant behind his global reach. As its founder, Al Bar commands one of the largest real estate empires on the planet. An empire of skyscrapers, five-star resorts, and high-end malls stretching from Dubai to Cairo, all shimmering with his signature touch of grandeur. His fortune may rival royalty, but his influence goes far beyond wealth. Al Bar turned desert sand into skylines worth billions, and in a region dominated by kings and sheikhs, he stands out as the one man who rules through glass, gold, and gravity-defying vision. He doesn't inherit thrones. He builds monuments taller than them. Number 7. King Mohammed VI of Morocco, the silent sovereign of splendor. He moves quietly, almost gently, yet everything around him radiates pure royalty. King Mohammed VI of Morocco lives in a world built on wealth, secrecy, and breathtaking grandeur. With a personal fortune of $2 billion, he embodies a rare blend of humility and unbelievable luxury, a modern monarch who turns every palace into a masterpiece. His official residence, Dar al-Maksan in Rabat, is a sweeping estate of Moorish domes, lush courtyards, and lavish chambers that feel like they were crafted for legends. But that's only one gem in his royal collection. He also owns a serene seafront villa in Agadir, a historic palace in Fez, and a $100 million mansion in Paris, a home that hides old-world opulence behind iron gates and velvet-lined halls. But here's where things get even more fascinating. King Mohammed has transformed several of his royal palaces into ultra-luxury hotels. Earning more than $100 million every year, he turns centuries of royal heritage into a thriving hospitality empire defined by elegance and charm. His modes of travel are just as majestic: yachts, helicopters, private jets, and a fleet of rare luxury cars glide through Morocco with a quietness that mirrors the king himself. And beyond the wealth, he's a devoted patron of the arts, curating rare masterpieces and building cultural centers and museums that elevate Morocco's heritage with unmistakable royal flair. He doesn't need to flash his fortune, because wherever he goes becomes a palace, and every step he takes carries the echo of 1,000 years of kings. Number 6. Mohammed Hussein Al-Amoudi, the billionaire in the shadows. Mohammed Hussein Al-Amoudi, the Saudi-Ethiopian tycoon often called the Silent King, commands an empire worth more than $9 billion, spread across continents, protected behind fortified walls, and wrapped in deliberate mystery. His real estate holdings alone feel like a constellation of pure luxury. In Saudi Arabia, his palaces are valued at over $3 billion, crafted with imported marble, gold leaf ceilings, and security systems worthy of a world leader. In Switzerland, his private chalets perch above snowy mountains, warmed by stone-carved fireplaces and surrounded by quiet that money can't buy. His car collection, a lineup that sparkles even in the dark, featuring a Ferrari LaFerrari, a Bugatti Chiron, and a gold-plated Rolls-Royce Phantom A fleet that moves silently, yet turns every head. And still, Al-Amoudi stays far from gossip columns. No red carpets, no celebrity circuits, no spotlight. Just influence, wealth, and a level of privacy that only true power can afford. He doesn't chase fame, because when you control banks, oil fields, construction empires, and royal-grade real estate, you don't need the stage, you already own it. Number 5. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the visionary king of glittering dreams. He took a stretch of desert and turned it into a diamond, and today he rules that diamond like a legend shaped from gold. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the ruler of Dubai and vice president of the United Arab Emirates, oversees not just one of the most futuristic cities on earth, but also one of the most extraordinary lifestyles ever imagined. With a personal fortune of $15 billion, He lives in a world powered by ambition so bold, it feels almost unreal. His royal home, Zabil Palace, is a $500 million architectural masterpiece. Every chandelier, every fountain, every slab of marble echoes his vision of luxury without limits. But his reach goes far beyond the palm-lined roads of Dubai. He owns massive estates in Texas, a $45 million penthouse in Monaco, and a 25,000-hectare estate in Scotland. Because for a ruler of his scale, one homeland simply isn't enough. His personal car collection? It's like a kingdom of horsepower. Bugatti Veyrons, Lamborghini Reventons, Ferrari Ensos, McLaren Mercedes hypercars, Rolls-Royce Phantoms, custom Bentleys, lined up like a royal fleet waiting for their king. And on the water he commands Dubai, a super yacht worth more than $350 million. One of the largest yachts on the planet, it comes with everything: a helipad, a nightclub, and interiors fit for a floating palace. But the crown jewel of his legend might be his $200 million royal wedding, where he literally built an entire stadium just for the celebration. A moment so extravagant, it still echoes across the Middle East. This isn't just royalty. This is royalty reinvented, rebuilt, and ruled by the man who turned mirages into miracles. Number 4. King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, the trillion-dollar monarch. When your family's wealth crosses the $1 trillion mark, luxury isn't something you chase, it's something you're born into. King Salman bin Abdulaziz, the ruler of Saudi Arabia, presides not only over a kingdom, but over one of the most powerful financial dynasties the world has ever known. His personal net worth sits around $21 billion, yet the House of Saud as a whole controls a fortune so massive it could bankroll entire countries. His main palace in Riyadh stretches across more than 450,000 square feet, complete with its own hospital, a private mosque, a cinema, and royal halls trimmed in gold. But that's far from his only residence. In France, he owns the legendary Chateau Louis XIV, a $300 million modern palace that blends old-world royalty with cutting-edge technology. Golden fountains, marble-lined ballrooms, and a wine cellar built for kings, this estate feels like stepping into a fairy tale written in gold. His car fleet, try over 7,000 vehicles. Gold-plated Rolls-Royces, Maybachs, rare Bugattis, each one gleaming like treasure under the desert sun. And when he takes to the skies, he flies in a custom Boeing 747 worth $500 million, outfitted with a throne room, onboard elevators, and walls touched with gold. On the water, he commands the Prince Abdulaziz, a 147-meter royal yacht worth around $100 million, gliding across the sea like a floating palace. This isn't just wealth, it's power, legacy, and dominance. Wrapped in gold and written into history, King Salman doesn't live the billionaire lifestyle. He sets the standard for it. Number 3. Sultan Hassan Al Bolkiah, the Emperor of Excess. He doesn't just live in a palace, he lives in the largest residential palace on the planet. Sultan Hassan Al Bolkiah of Brunei, one of the most mysterious and lavish monarchs alive, commands a personal fortune estimated at $28 billion. But his true wealth isn't just measured in dollars. It's measured in a lifestyle so extravagant, it almost feels unreal. His home, Istana Nurul Iman, isn't simply a palace. It's a kingdom within a kingdom spanning more than 2 million square feet. This golden mega palace includes 1,788 rooms, 257 bathrooms, a banquet hall that seats 5,000 guests, its own mosques, and stables housing 200 polo ponies. And then there's the garage, big enough to be a legend by itself. The Sultan's car collection, over 7,000 vehicles, valued at more than $2 billion, is the largest on Earth. Picture this: Lamborghini Venenos, gold-plated Bugatti Veyrons, Rolls-Royces dipped in 24-karat gold, and custom-built Ferraris crafted exclusively for him. It's not a garage, it's a museum of automotive royalty. In the air, he travels aboard a custom Boeing 747, redesigned from nose to tail into a flying palace. We're talking gold sink basins, crystal decor, leather thrones. Just the interior transformation alone cost $133 million. And yes, he once flew his personal barber from London to Brunei, spending over $20,000 on a single haircut. His real estate empire spans the world: Brunei, London, Paris, California, with luxury estates ranging from $30 million to $400 million, each one dripping with the Sultan's signature opulence. This is wealth on a level few can picture, and the Sultan lives it every single day. Number 2. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the trillion-dollar visionary of the New Arabia. At the peak of royal luxury stands a man who isn't just building palaces, he's building an entirely new future. Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the de facto ruler of Saudi Arabia, holds not only extraordinary wealth, but the power to reshape the course of history itself. With a personal fortune estimated at over $25 billion and command over a royal empire valued at more than $1 trillion, MBS is the undisputed titan of the modern Arab world. His personal showpiece? A $300 million French chateau, modeled after Versailles, complete with gold leaf fountains, a private movie theater, and a moat glowing with underwater lights on the sea. His $500 million super yacht, Serene, drifts like a floating kingdom, outfitted with a helipad, an indoor pool, and even a submarine dock. His car collection is a parade of extravagance. Gold-plated Bugattis, bespoke Rolls-Royces, and armored SUVs reserved exclusively for royal convoys. And in the skies, his fleet of Boeing jets could rival the air power of entire nations. But MBS is far more than luxury and gold. He's the mastermind behind Vision 2030, a trillion-dollar transformation of Saudi Arabia that includes futuristic cities like Neom, space-age resorts rising along the Red Sea, and an economy being rebuilt from the ground up. He's not just ruling a kingdom, he's reinventing one. MBS commands an empire built on oil, innovation, and staggering wealth. And the world is watching as he reshapes the future in real time. Number 1. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, the silent sultan of supreme wealth. He doesn't rule with noise. He rules with absolute power, boundless wealth, and unmatched elegance. Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, president of the United Arab Emirates and ruler of Abu Dhabi, is one of the richest and most influential leaders alive today. His personal net worth is estimated at over $30 billion. Though many argue his true influence is priceless. At the heart of his empire stands the Emirates Palace, a $3 billion marvel of architecture dripping in marble, gold leaf, and crystal chandeliers. But that's just the beginning. Sheikh Mohammed owns a global portfolio of ultra-luxury real estate, from Beverly Hills to London, the French Riviera, and private islands so exclusive few have ever set foot on them. His car collection is straight out of a billionaire's dream. A Bugatti La Voiture Noire, the world's most expensive car at $18.7 million, Lamborghini Veneno, and custom Rolls-Royces, each one crafted with absolute perfection. And on the water, he commands Azam, a 180-meter super yacht valued at $600 million. The longest yacht in the world isn't just a vessel, it's a fortress, complete with a bulletproof master suite and missile defense system. Beyond gold engines and yachts, Sheikh Mohammed is also a collector of fine art, curating masterpieces worth over $100 million, from timeless classics to rare contemporary works. In a world full of royals, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed isn't just a leader, he's a legend cloaked in luxury, moving silently but leaving a mark that echoes across the globe. This isn't just the billionaire life, it's royalty taken to its ultimate extreme. From palaces dripping in gold to yachts bigger than cruise ships, these ultra-wealthy rulers live in a world most of us can barely even picture. They don't just possess wealth, well, they are wealth. Every diamond-studded crown, sprawling estate, and fleet of supercars isn't just for show, it's a statement. Luxury without limits, power inherited, amplified, and displayed like a living masterpiece. Yet behind every gilded gate, every private jet, there's a hidden story, a secret waiting to be discovered. Who will dominate the next empire of the ultra-rich? Which modern-day monarch will redefine what it really means to live in absolute opulence? And more importantly, what does it cost emotionally and socially to sit at the top of a world so far removed from reality? If this journey through untouchable wealth left you speechless or just craving a closer look, hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss an inside glimpse into the lives of the ultra-wealthy, their power plays, and the secrets they don't want you to see.